Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. This is video number 9, part 2 on sampling and estimation. The topic is confidence interval for mu the population mean, part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics S2. Actually, in the previous video, video number 9, part 1, we were solving this question, right? And later I realized that part B was not recorded at all. Something went wrong. So in this video, I will just complete part B. For the other part, you can see the video which is given in the link below, video 9 part 1, and then we will continue the last topic also. So the scenario is that Rose was basically trying to investigate the lifespan age of men in her town. National average was 71.2. So she calculated in 90% confidence interval. It was coming 78.0 and 70.6. And part this explain part was saying why it was, or what does this answer represent, and after that you have to state with a reason what conclusion about the lifespan of man in her town she draws. So you have to explain two things here with respect to her answer. So with respect to first answer, explain what do you understand by this confidence interval. It is this part, this is part 2 and this is part 1b, right? So on average 90% of interval constructed in this way will be included in this population mean will be included within this confidence limit. So if you want to write in your word, that is fine. You have to just say 90% confidence interval mean that intervals constructed in this way will be included within the confidence limit 70.0 and 70.6 years. And second question was, state with a reason what conclusion about the lifespan of men in her town she will draw with the help of this. So what will she say? Since the national average lifespan is 71.2 years, this does not lie in the confidence interval because 71.2 is out of this range, right? So there is an evidence that the lifespan of men in Rose Town is significantly different from the national average. You do not say it is wrong, it is right. You just comment in context of the answer you have gotten, right? I hope you understood. If you need further clarification, you can write in the comments. Now this is the last question. And like I said earlier, although in the confidence interval formula there are 4 unknowns, right? So in this question we have to find out the value of n. Let's read the question. The result, which is represented by x, of a stress test on a metal is known to be normally distributed. So here the population is known, it is normally distributed. So if I write it in mathematical form, I can say it is mu and 1.3 square, right? Because it is a standard deviation. So distribution we will write like this. Next part is saying it is required to have 95% confidence interval for mu. Width is less than 2.1. Now we know width is less than 2. What is the formula for width? 2 times z sigma over root n, right? We have seen that thing. So in this case, the sample mean distribution, let me write that also here. Now, because it is saying 95% confidence interval, so I need to read the value of z from the table. Explaining one more time if you have not seen the previous video. 95% confidence interval mean this is symmetrical, it is exactly here. I have to get the z value, right? So how will I get? 100 minus 95 is 5%. On either side I have 2.5%, right? So now to calculate the value of z, I will check this whole probability, which is 97.5%. So you will read the z table against the probability 0.975. So answer of z is coming against that is 1.96. Right. So now if I write it in the formula, 2 times 1.96 and sigma is 1.3 over n we have to calculate is less than 2. So now I hope you can easily calculate it. So it will be 2 can cancel out because it is on either side. If I take it to the other side, it will cancel out. So you have root n is greater than 2.584. You also use the calculator because mistake can happen by anybody. So n is greater than 6.67. I'm squaring both sides. So what is the smallest number of tests you required? It is n is equals to 7. Now please remember here, I'm not rounding this off because the next integer after 6.67 is what? 7. Even if I had an answer here in case 6.23, the next integer would be 7. I would have taken 7 here, right? So do not think I'm rounding it off, not at all. Okay, so the smallest number is 2. So I hope you understood this topic. Now the last concept on sampling and estimation is left, which is on the population proportion, confidence interval for P, the population proportion, which will be in video number 10. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz.